So if you watched yesterday's video, then you'll realise that I was talking about how I wanted to start swinging into the Kingdom Hearts kind of area, the realm on my channel, and start bringing it into the channel so I can make that my main focus going forward once the game comes out. So today's video is of course going to be about Kingdom Hearts 3, what I want to see and what I want to hear about, you know, kind of going forwards. So what's going on, guys? My name is Luke, also known as Upson, and welcome to another video on my channel. So first and foremost, I need to give you guys some backstory, because I know not all of you have been here since the early days, since, you know, videos where I spoke more so like this, because I kind of go on and off this kind of video idea just to give you guys something, you know, something to listen to. And if you don't want to listen to me, you can watch the gameplay, which I'm pretty sure is shocking anyway. But either way, we'll move forward. So essentially what I was trying to get at there is, if you know me, you'll know that I hate spoilers. I don't like looking into things. I like going into games blind, especially if it's a game that I've played before, or, you know, there's an iteration of it before that I've played and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to know anything about it, because I want to enjoy the full experience. You know, if I was a big YouTuber, I wouldn't even go to these events where I could play the games early, unless obviously the idea is to get footage to put it onto my channel. But then 90% of the time, the way the development is done, it's not necessarily always fully developed when you go to these capture events, etc. So that's a little bit of backstory. I don't know much about the game at all. I don't know about the fighting system. I've seen a few people on Twitter tweet out a few things, like I know there's Buzz Lightyear, there's Toy Story in the game, there's Big Hero 6 in the game. Those are the main focal things that I have seen, and also Frozen's in the game as well, which, you know, if they'd have bought this game out, that's actually a crazy thought. I'm just going to go off on a tangent here. If they'd have bought that game out soon after the film Frozen came out, because kids were on that shit for like 2 years. I know that because I have a younger sister who was crazy about that film, and that, I reckon they'd get more sales than they would get when it comes out on the 29th. I'm just being totally straight with you, because I think that film actually revolutionized quite a lot of things if it was put into a game, etc. But anyway, let's move forward. So I don't like spoilers, as you know, but what do I want to see from the game? Now, when you actually go onto the purchase screen to buy the game, as you would have seen in a previous video of mine where I spoke about Kingdom Hearts and the initial challenge, you would have seen that you essentially, if you get the deluxe version, all you're going to get is HD 1.5 and 2.5. So you're actually going to get the Kingdom Hearts Remix title, which comes with like 6 games, I believe. So I want to just put a point out there to anyone who's deciding, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that. There isn't any point, because it isn't a DLC model. Even when you buy the standard version of the game, it's actually going to give you just exactly the same things as what everyone else is getting. So it'd be a waste of your money. It would be a waste of, you know, 30 quid or $40 to get the, you know, the extra version. It just wouldn't make no sense. So that kind of put me into the realms of, okay, so what am I expecting? Well, I guess with the times, and with Kingdom Hearts 2, the kind of last big console one that came out, with that coming out, it's kind of like, you know, there wasn't DLC back then, there wasn't really an online realm, there wasn't anything like that. You know, you had to have this, that and the other to have online back at that point in time, you know, and everyone just moved on to the PS3s and the Xboxes because they gave us that opportunity to kind of branch out. Now, me, I feel like something that would be pretty cool is if they did something like how Call of Duty does it. So every kind of 3 months, so quarterly throughout the year's cycle of the game, or the first year's cycle of the game, they bring out X amount of maps for this, X amount of maps for that. Now, what has been a common theme within the Kingdom Hearts realm is obviously you go to different worlds, you have different gummy ships and stuff like that. Now, like I said, no spoilers, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing in this one. But as we all know and love, there are different worlds, and of course they've, you know, realistically we're getting the DLC in itself, with there being, you know, X amount of worlds that we haven't actually had the opportunity to visit, because one, they were never a film, or Disney had never made these kind of films at that time, and now we're going to get that opportunity. But I think what would be cool, like how Call of Duty does it, is you literally get the opportunity to, you know, once quarterly you get 3 new worlds that you can go to, you know, 3 different Disney realms that haven't been implemented into there, because there's loads of different films that they hadn't even put into the games back then that had come out all throughout the 90s, all throughout part of the year, you know, the early 2000s, that weren't even, you know, speculated or ever even put into the games. And I think that would be such an awesome thing. But obviously, as you can see, or as you would see if you actually go and have a look to purchase the game, you'll notice that there is this kind of thing where, like I say, there's no season pass, there's no DLC pass, there's nothing like that. It's just quite literally, this is the game, take it or leave it, love it or lump it, you know, like it or lump it, sorry. And I honestly think it's cool because I feel like, you know, this is one of those games that we've all anticipated for so long, and, you know, when we eventually get round to being able to play it, I think we're all just going to love it for what it is, and it's going to be great. You know, and then what would be great is if they change the way that kind of gummy missions work. Now, I've been watching a hell of a lot of speedrunning lately, so I've seen now, after, you know, 10 plus years, what you can actually do to make, you know, gummy missions amazing. You just basically make yourself as a square box with an open bit in the middle, and then boom, you're good to go. But me personally, or maybe you watching this, you might not know what to expect. So if they're going to have the gummy missions, they need to make it so that we can still do all the gummy editing, so that we can make it so that there's an easier experience. And then I think also the leveling up for the game. I personally, and I'll put my hands up to this because of circumstances and life changes and growing up and coming back sort of thing, like the leveling system in the game, I actually think was not easy enough. And I don't know whether that was because I played it on normal for the most part, and then when I played it on any higher difficulty, I didn't notice a kind of leveling gap. I didn't notice that there was like, oh, if I play it on this difficulty, I'm going to level up a hell of a lot quicker, because that's not necessarily true. And again, as I say, I've been watching speedrunners and I've seen them get all the way to 99, and I haven't got to 99 before. My current highest is actually the one that I'm using now on my PS4, which is 71. And in all fairness, I just seriously feel like, you know, they need to do something with the leveling and make it more kind of obvious. Yes, in, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts, you could literally pause the menu and you could go see how much experience you needed, but you can't guarantee you're going to get the same experience every time, because if you go to one area and you over level, you know, it's a good system to have, but I feel like they could do a little bit of tweaking there, and hopefully they have. So I mean, all in all, it's definitely a game that I'm looking forward to. And I mean, I know a lot of you guys who are watching my channel watch me play a hell of a lot of Borderlands 2, and I feel like with Kingdom Hearts, it's one of those games where you can really, you know, you can just grope it. I don't know why I felt the need to say grope it. I mean, grab it. You know, you can grab the game and you can just hop on and just get going. So with Kingdom Hearts 3, it's just going to be absolutely mental, absolutely amazing, and I think that we're all going to have such a great experience. Now, with all of that being said, I do hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you give it a like, comment down below your thoughts if you're going to be getting the game. Is there anything that you think from what you might have seen, if you're into your spoilers, what you think could actually make the game better? You know, entice me. Let me see what you guys have to say. And if you haven't subscribed already and you're completely new around here, then you're just losing out, man, because there's going to be some amazing content coming. Also, again, with that being said, tonight there's going to be a Kingdom Hearts 2 stream. Managed to get my controller fixed. My dad basically did it because he has a PS4, and he's on his a hell of a lot more than me, basically, and I'm sure some people in my comment section will be able to vouch for that. It goes without saying, and he breaks controllers here, there and everywhere, so he ended up getting like a bunch of stuff that you can fix it with. But we're going to be doing a Kingdom Hearts 2 stream tonight, obviously the HD remix on PS4, so make sure that you come out to watch that. But without further ado, guys, I guess that has been me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Wait, hold on, I just completely forgot my own name. Let me just do my outro again, like this, because I'm just being weird now. This has been me, Luke, aka Upson, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.